Yes. Good afternoon to everyone out there in the world. Welcome to the show. Welcome everyone, far and near, stateside, Europe side, Nigeria side, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the show. Um, it's a good afternoon here. It's nice. It's about 32 degrees centigrade, about 92 degrees Fahrenheit. It's warm. Good summer's day, Thursday. Um, Today we have a special show to talk about the Champions League. We have two guests. Oh, not guests. Actually, they have their green card now, right? They actually
Aye.
they are permanent residents of the PitchPoints show.
Yeah.
No longer, no visa needed. We have Patrick from Football and Chill podcast, and then we have Vader from Vader Games. Welcome, guys. How are you guys?
I'm good, man. It looks like some of us are stuck in 1080 MP. Some people are in 4K, better 4K.
I see it. Everything's clear. Not only is the camera clear, but the mic is clear.
The background.
Fans moving up.
Yeah, Patrick is pushing us to do. Patrick and Vader, actually, both of y'all are pushing us to do much better. So I got this camera. That's pretty good. It has this AI that kind of zooms in, zooms out, looks at my skin color, gives the right lighting, and I really like it, And I got a nice mic from recommended by Patrick, by the way, to improve the quality of my my production. And I also have here our Chelsea friend Ty from Afrobeat Life Fan Zone. Ty, welcome, brother. How are you? Yeah, he's driving. He's going to join us in a couple of minutes, so we'll wait for him to join us. But guys, how are you guys doing today? Both of you.
We're good, man. I'm good. I don't know, Veta, how you doing, man? I'm good.
You can see I'm enjoying the weather that Carl just described. We're both out here in North America on the East Coast, so I'm enjoying myself. I saw the draw, which we're going to get into. What do I have to complain about?
You got nothing. You got Erling Haaland. What are you complaining about, man? You got Erling Haaland. Got Julian Alvarez. You go to Barcelona for a charity game. We raised millions for ALS. We got to see Sergio Gomez, Calvin Phillips, Julian Alvarez, Rico Lewis, John Stones. We got to see these kids play. We got to see Xavi and Pep on the sideline, master and apprentice, play good football, possession-based, passing, moving. What are you going to complain about? You're alive, you're breathing, you're well. You're not sick or dead. We can watch good football. So we have lots to be grateful for, man. And we're the champions of England, and we're in the Champions League. What can you do? We got some friends online. Big Morgan says, hello, chaps. Hi, Big Morgan. Good to see you. We have Blake from the football meet. He says, we got Dortmund, you guys. Yes, we do. We'll talk about that. Big Morgan likes my camera. Thank you, Big Morgan. Clear as day. Yeah. It's this new camera, 4K, 1080p.
Hey, we're going to suffer this season, Veta. We're going to suffer this season.
Y'all
You
need to
know
step
what?
up, bro.
You know what? Ever since last season, and I saw how Carl travels, I saw how he went to the City game and where he was seated. I know he does things of quality. Can't expect anything less with his camera and mic.
Yeah, it was poor. That's why I kept on bugging him. I was like, how is this man traveling to all these places and then giving us 2D graphics, So it's good you're here, man. Big up, though. Big up, Carl. Big up.
That's what we all do, guys. We push each other. Vader pushes us. We push him. Patrick pushes all of us. I push him. We all push each other to get to the next level because we love our club. We love the game. And we're all here just to enjoy this moment in time, guys, that we're enjoying. We don't want to enjoy it alone. We want to enjoy it with all of you online, all of you watching us, because this is our moment. This is our golden era. And if we don't enjoy it and we don't hope and believe, then we're really miserable, guys. Seriously. But before we start the Champions League draw, yesterday's game, I saw some spaces, Vader. And I know you, Vader, for all of you out there, Vader is the most patient, coolest global City fan that I know. Right? Vader has a bone in his body that I don't know where it comes from. I got to thank your mama, your pops for that, because some of the gibberish I was hearing on spaces, man, arguing about a charity game. I mean, how do you deal with that, Vader?
Have you guys seen Mad Max Fury Road?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that is what Twitter Spaces is. It's just chaos, anarchy. There's just wildness happening. So once you understand the environment, you know how to deal with it. The reason why I'm often in those spaces and why I go there is because I need to hear from top to bottom what some of these topics and agendas are. You know, it just puts things in perspective, and it also reminds me that not all of us see football the same way. So and selfishly, I think we all need to be somewhat of combatants, warriors, and reminding the rivals of what City's all about. So I'm doing my little part.
Absolutely. And Patrick is also a warrior, because I know that on the chat and in spaces and on Twitter and on his channel, Football and Chillz, and also the True City Fan, he's always bigging up the club, but also stating facts and correcting errors and rumors and things that are just completely wrong. So big up to you, Patrick, on your show and your channel, man. So let's get into this, guys. I'm going to share my screen and we'll talk about, you know, the group stage of the Champions League draw. And let me know when you can see my screen. And then also, Veda, if you just, you know, the comments, talk through the comments if you can. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah, clear.
I see the screen
in 4K. Yeah, in 4K we can see it.
Clear in 4K. Now, am I blocking the view, or is it, but everything's clear and fine and maximized?
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Veda, can you see it? I think I can see it. All clear.
Everything's good. I actually happen to be on my phone, so I'm not judging this because it's
Okay.
smaller on my phone, but it looks.
No,
looks
it's all clear. It's clear. It's clear.
Yeah, the people in the chat are saying crystal clear. Everything looks good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with our group, City Group, right? Which is Group G, right? So we have Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen. Now, when I saw this group, guys, right, I jumped for joy. You know why? Because I can get to go to Denmark finally. Right? I can finally travel. Hopefully, I can travel to Denmark and actually go to Denmark for a reason, right? Because I've always wanted to go to Denmark. My sister's been there a couple of times. She loves it. I've always wanted to go to Denmark, and maybe I can find time off of work and go to Denmark to go watch this. But there are other reasons to be happy about this group as well, because we get to see Erling Haaland return to Dortmund. Patrick and Vader, what do you guys think about this group?
Go ahead, Patrick. You go first.
Yeah, it's a decent group. And how you doing, YSK? Haaland playing against Dortmund is gonna hurt for some Dortmund fans. Yeah, that's a good comment right there. How you doing, Luca? YSK says ours is a decent group, not easy, but not hard. Yeah, it's what he's just said. It's not easy, but it's not hard. But it's a group that if you're not serious, you have egg on your face, because Copenhagen was a very difficult team. I remember they were playing. Is it them who knocked out Arsenal in the Europa? I think. Which season was it? I remember I was in the pub with a friend watching them. They're very difficult. They close up, they lock up and counter you. So it's gonna be interesting. Dortmund, obviously, you know, they've got that new star boy they bought from was it Salzburg? Is it that's where he came from? Was it from Salzburg?
Yeah, there's he came from Salzburg, yeah. But
yeah, the guy who replaced Haaland, and they've got none other than Jadon Buff, who's going to want to prove himself against Man City. Dortmund are very stable right now. We were those rumors we were going for the left back, but Rafael Guerrero, but it never worked out. But it's a good tie. And then Sevilla, obviously they've lost two of their best defenders.
Yes.
Diego and Kunde, but I think I heard that they've still replaced them. Rakitic is the captain now. He's still playing football. He's amazing. Look, these are amazing teams. These are teams that will give you a test. There's no team in here that's just going to be easy or you're going to roll them over. McLovin says, yes, guys, very busy time right now, but I'm watching all the playback. Big up to you, McLovin, for the love. And then Katuta, how you doing, my African brother? Alvarez to start off front versus Dortmund. I would see that, but I think they would want to play in one of the games. I'm pretty sure they want to play Haaland. Our boy Gittins also will try to show Man City what they sword. I don't know who Gittins is. I'm sorry. I know a lot of academy kids, but I don't know who that is. Please let me know. Maybe the other guys know. I'm actually more interested in Group A than Group C. Want to see Ajax pop off.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. Anyway, so for me, the group is good. It's well balanced. It's a group that you cannot just roll over anybody. They'll give you a game. So Man City have to be careful with this group. They have to play the A game. If we play our A game, I know we'll win the group.
Absolutely.
But I like a bit of a challenge.
Right.
This is what I wanted, Carl. A challenge, not just a group where people are like, you just walk over that.
Exactly. And Vader, I think this group G for me, it's a good challenge for us. It keeps us on our toes. It keeps us active, keeps us in the game. It keeps us thinking and progressive. We can see where we really are. I like this group. And I didn't want to have Barcelona there because they're pretty good. Let's be fair. I didn't want to have a Atletico there because it's just, I mean, I wouldn't mind them in the group stage, but it's just too much wahala. To have, we couldn't have Chelsea, but have Leipzig there, they're, the counter pressing, they have issues. I think this group is good enough for us. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the group is good. I think because of it, we're not going to escape the narrative, right? We're not going to escape the. Sorry if you hear the
airplane.
Plane, yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to escape the City narrative about easy groups. I'm not saying this is the easiest group. I'm not saying it is one of the challenging groups. I'm sure we're going to talk about the suggested group of death, but this is a group that City should handle, should look to be top of the group. I think the teams in themselves will pose a good challenge where we need to be on our P's and Q's. We need to be sharp. We need to actually put forward a quality 11 and take this seriously. But there's the accusations of City getting by aren't going away. We should all be prepared for that as City fans.
And then this is the argument, right, about the Champions League, is that it doesn't really start until really February. Think about it, right? Because that's where the kind of round of 16 and the quarterfinals really start. But there are some tasty groups here, man, because if some teams are not on their game, they're out. I mean, but Blake says, I hope we could get second as a Dortmund fan, because I think Sevilla weakened with losing Koundé and Carlos for their defense. Our coach, Edin Sergio, will play 5 at the back to secure our defense. Yeah, Dortmund have struggled. I think the last game you played, you were 2 up. I mean, you lost 3-2 against some team. I can't remember who it was. I think Bellingham, again, will try and show that he's a star boy, and then we'll see whether he's serious again, as I have my doubts with him anyway. But, let's see what happens.
Looking at our group and just looking at some of the other groups, could UEFA have asked? Could they have asked for a better script? Like, there's so many stories, so many great storylines that can apply. The fact that Haaland's going to be going back to Dortmund is a great one for us. And to your point, Jude coming and auditioning or showing why he's the guy that everyone's kind of like put on their radar for next season is going to be a good showcase against City in the Champions League. So there's a lot of storylines, and I'm excited for you as well, getting a chance to go to some places you haven't gotten a chance to. That's not for me this year, but it will be soon.
Well, so I mean, Patrick, looking at our group again. I mean, the way it normally works, is you probably have City going away to Copenhagen first, right? Match day 1, and then match day 1 would also be Sevilla Dortmund. I'm not sure which one goes first, but that's how they normally stagger it. That's what I expect to happen. So I expect that City will go away to Copenhagen, and then maybe match day 6 would be Copenhagen at City, or something like City at Copenhagen at City. That's what they do it. So you normally have, right, the match day 5 and 6. The biggest ones will be City Sevilla, right, back to back. So play one and then play the other the week after. That's how they normally do it. Is there anything else from Group G that you guys want to talk about? Guys out there in YouTube land and Twitter land, any comments about Group G that you thought was interesting?
Look, groups have to be like this. Like, you have to struggle, I don't like a group where it's easy for you to just go through. This group, I'm pretty sure there's a bit of a fight. Dortmund want a bit of payback. They want payback. It was a very close game. My biggest fear for Dortmund was Haaland at that particular time. Right now, my biggest fear for Dortmund is actually Jude, because Jude seems to show up in the Champions League. Last time he showed up, the team let him down, but he showed up. He almost got us out of that Champions League. So look, guys, for me, Sevilla, I know are going to be difficult because I know they know how to pack the bus, stop the pressure, and counter you. That's what's Copenhagen is the one that you have to be careful, guys. Whether you think that it's a team that you don't know, it's a very compacted team, I think it hasn't changed much throughout the years. So this is good, Carl. I enjoy this. I want to be able to say, I was, believe it or not, Carl, I was saying, please don't give us Celtic. Somehow Celtic find a way against us. I don't get it. But maybe it's not this Celtic, it's the Brendan Rodgers Celtic. But you know what? Overall, this is good. You see, Copenhagen away is actually tough because of the atmosphere. That's actually true. But I hope we do well, and then we go to the round of 16 and possibly, I don't know if this time they're gonna change that you can meet English team. Did they change?
No, you
time?
can't. You can't. You can't meet the English team.
Is that 2024? Is that the 2024?
Yes, it's 2024, 2025 season.
That's yeah. But I was hoping they change, you know, so that we can meet Spurs. But anyway, that's from me anyway.
Yeah. Wait. No, hold on. Patrick was saying he wanted to meet Spurs in the group stage.
No, you can't do that. Not.
You can't. I mean, like I wish it was possible to.
You wish you could.
Yeah. Not this year. In the year 2024-2025 season, in the new format for the UEFA Champions League, anybody can meet anybody. Anyone can meet, and it's going to be a group stage. And so in a group stage, you can meet anybody, which makes it more interesting. But I think Group G's the one I worry about the most. Group G is actually not Dortmund. I think we'll get by Dortmund quite comfortably. For me, it's Sevilla. I think that's thing. So that's why match day 1 against Copenhagen, we have to win that game. You win that game, you get 3 points. I mean, Sevilla and Dortmund, one of them is going to drop points, right, on that game. But one of them, right? And so then you go into Sevilla game or Dortmund game. If that becomes our next game, Sevilla game will be the next game, needing to win either at home or away. And you get 6 points. All you need is one more win, you're through. So that's kind of the math of how the Champions League group stage kind of works for the most part. So that first game is critical. Hey, talk about Abdullah, welcome, man. Welcome to the show.
I do. How you doing now?
We're fine. We're going to come to your group in a minute because we're wrapping up Group G. Well, what do you think about Group G, City's group?
Your group is easy. Carl, I'm expecting an induction from those people you are paying. Induction 660, 660. No comments. 16. That team is easy for you guys now. I'm expecting Haaland to break the Champions League record. 6-6. 6-6. Anything above 6. No, we're gonna have a serious conversation. 6-6.
I don't know about that. Ilya says Cope against a tough away game. It happens to get crazy. Yeah, but this is not. With all due respect, not the.
Haaland is going back. Is going back home. That's a good time.
Not with it's a Danish league, right? I mean, if you can't beat the Danish champions and your English champions, then you have no business being in the Champions League. That's kind of the way I see it. I don't mean that as disrespect. It's just the quality of the teams is just different. In the competition, it's not. It's not like you're playing Crystal Palace away or something. It's Denmark. With all due respect to them.
Wait. So you fear Crystal Palace away?
No, I'm just talking about the quality. Palace is probably stronger than they are anyway. But they're good, but they're not the quality of the Premier League. If you know what I mean. And they got through the knockout rounds, which is they just qualified. And so if you can't beat Copenhagen, then you're not serious in the Champions League, frankly. It's like saying Shakhtar Donetsk versus Real Madrid. I mean, if you can't beat them, then you're not serious. Let's see some more comments out here. So Haaland knows Sevilla, and they love him. Did you see the penalty? Yeah, I saw that. Eric. That was Katuta says Sevilla look poor this season. They lost both Kunde and Carlos in defense, so they are in transition. We will not get to see it. We hope so. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see how it all kind of rolls out from our group. So we talked about our group. I think going through this group, Patrick, will be City and Sevilla. I think those two are going to go through. Talk about Abdullah. What do you think? Who's going to go through?
I think your Man City will go through, but I'm a little 50-50 on Sevilla because I'm not confident on their defense. I know Dortmund. I'm talking about Dortmund though. I think Dortmund will go through because Sevilla is a little because they lose their best defenders, Jules Koundé and Diego Carlos. So I've watched them in La Liga a little bit. They look a little bit shaky. Going forward, they have new players. They have to integrate those new players in and this kind of stuff. I think they will a little bit struggle. Sevilla is good in Europa League, but in Champions League, they're like this. So I don't know.
Vader, I think match day 1 is going to be critical for Sevilla and Dortmund, right? That is the big game. That game is the big game. What do you think about that?
That's true.
Absolutely. It's going to be a big game. I think because all eyes are going to be who's going to be the winner coming out of there. Because that's going to put the emphasis on the potential. No, not being cocky, not being arrogant, but the potential second team to come out of there. You know what I mean? So it's going to have a lot of eyes on it. I told you, I think I told you in a private chat, Carl, that I'm just now doing my research on Dortmund, right? I'm just now looking to see where Jude's at. So I can't speak on them real quick.
Sorry, Victor.
But yeah, go ahead.
I'm happy.
You're happy.
Fafana is coming finally. I can put somebody on the bench.
Congratulations to Fafana.
90
million.
You guys have to win something big. This spending, we're watching you.
Relax. To tell you
no. There's no relax. We're watching you.
No. There's no relax. Kilode, you got Sterling. You got Fofana. You have Koulibaly. Aubameyang is coming, and you say you're not going to win anything.
For 62.
You spent almost 600 million pounds in 2 years, and you don't win anything.
75 plus add-ons. I'm happy. If you can get Fofana wrap up tomorrow, I'm happy.
71?
75 plus add-ons.
So that's 90 million.
That's close to 85 to 80.
You know what's crazy? Today I saw a rumor that AC Milan striker was rumored to be bid by Chelsea.
Yeah,
but now that you guys
120 million, 120.
Yeah,
120 million. But now that you guys are in the same group, is that going to happen? Are they going to give you a weapon?
I'm not sure. That's where the problem is.
These guys, are you guys Premier League minimum, Premier League winners minimum. No excuses.
We'll talk about.
No, don't come here.
We need to talk about Alexander Isak.
No, don't change the topic. Look at this guy, Carl. This guy is smart. He's deflecting. Carl, these guys, I'm watching you guys. Abdullah, you must. I dare you. I dare you, Tuko. Not.
It's to Kelly, but no, to Kelly.
One of our friends wants to join us. Ty, I don't see you there. I don't see you. Let me Ty, I don't see you. He's a Chelsea fan. He's a very good friend. He's a brother of mine. We do work together. We do business together. Let me just text him, let him know that he should join. So, Vader, who are you getting from Group G?
From our group.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's Sevilla.
Yeah.
I think it's us and them. I think that's the two coming out of there. Do I actually envision us getting all available points? Yes. I can't say that for sure because again, viewers, when I have questions, when I'm not sure, I reach out to Carl. I was like, Carl, should we look ahead and see where these group stages match are going to happen with the EPL and who are we going to be seeing? So I'm hesitant to kind of put things out right now, but
yeah,
it's us and them.
Vader, what we will do, and that guys after, I know someone's going to steal this idea, right? Very quickly. They always steal the ideas that we have for Patrick, myself, and Vader, right? Once the dates are out, we're going to look at the schedule for the September, October, and see where all these games kind of fall in. Because that can influence what we play, who we play, how we prepare for the game or not prepare for the game. That will change how things kind of line up. I know someone's going to steal this idea out there and do it, but let me just put it out there right now. So look out for that from Patrick, myself, and Vader coming up very, very soon. If Abdullah steals it, that's fine because Abdullah is like an Aburu. It's like a brother of mine, so I don't mind it at all. Fofana 475 that's crazy. It's the price that they want to pay. It's what they need. I don't have a problem with people spending money.
Leicester City. If I cash in our president, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to deal with them in my entire life anymore. I don't want to do this with them anymore. I don't know.
Patrick, who is out of Group G for you? Patrick, are you still there?
Sorry, Carl. Real quick.
For me, I think it's just Man City and Dortmund.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with me too.
I'm saying Sevilla right now. I haven't done my homework, but that's not a bad shout. I'm actually making moves, Carl. I'm going to take my little guy over to the park.
Okay, cool.
But I'm gonna tune back in. Thank you so much.
Yep. Anytime. Okay, so let's go to Abdullah. Let's go to your group. Your group is group what? Group E.
Yeah.
So you have Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Zagreb. Did you play Zagreb last year? Oh, and it was the Russian team you played last year.
Russian team. Zenit St. Petersburg.
How do you see your group?
I'm not worried. It's an easy group, so I expect maximum of 18 points or 20 points. but it's Chelsea. Chelsea always behave as Chelsea. So I'm not gonna be surprised if you draw like one of those points. But I expect us to go to with AC Milan. It can be a little bit tricky. San Siro, Stamford Bridge, Olivier Giroud, Tomori, and everything. They want to have a point to prove against Chelsea. But I expect us to get the maximum points. So it's gonna be between us and AC Milan for me.
I want to welcome my brother Ty. Ty, welcome back. Welcome to the show. Good to have you on. Because I've changed my camera, I've changed my microphone. I've stepped up to your level now. I'm no longer a small boy anymore. So
don't worry. I'm warming my own here. Don't worry. My own. I'm gonna be. It's special. UEFA Champions League night. Don't worry.
I'm trying to roll with the big boys.
Yeah, sorry guys. I was so that's why we have
no worries.
Audio video.
Yeah, Ty, we also have here Abdullahi from the Blue Studio. He's a Chelsea fan. I love working with him. I get on the show many times. I think you met him before, fellow Niger boy. And we also have Patrick, of course, Patrick with True City fan, and then also from Football and Chillz. Your thoughts on your group E and City's group G, Ty?
I was actually listening, even though my audio. Definitely City's group. I mean, that's easy come out first. If City doesn't come to figure that out, who's coming out second? So Sevilla. Now I haven't watched Sevilla don't want and they don't look good. So and Sevilla, with my opinion, may change depending.
Yeah, your mic is breaking up, Ty. Your mic is breaking up.
Yeah, his mic is breaking up.
Your mic is breaking up, Ty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your mic is breaking up.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
His mic is breaking up.
Your mic is breaking up. Are you using a mic Yeah.
I'm using a computer, but give me a second.
Okay, all right. We'll bring you back in then. Patrick, so I think again, I want to see Milan Chelsea. That's going to be a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very, very good game. Salzburg.
Are we going to be at home first, or is Milan at home first? I don't know what's going to be.
No, you're not. Yeah, I don't think you're going to play Milan first. I think you're going to play Salzburg first. I think Milan plays
Milan last.
Yeah, I think you probably play. You probably play Chelsea match day 2 or match day 3. That's how normally UEFA does it.
You see Chelsea as always for the past few years. They've been just getting these easy groups. Patrick, stop. Look at your group. You are playing Sevilla and whatever they are. Let's swap. I beg, let's swap.
We can swap. It's not bad.
But anyway, look, being serious, I want to see how far Milan have gone because they won the Serie A. So let's just see how strong they are because last time it was a bit embarrassing. It's as if they just came to test the waters and they were slapped and removed. Salzburg is very difficult. I think they'll do it this year. Yeah, Salzburg is a very difficult team. I hope they haven't sold their players, but they were very even Dynamo is also very difficult. But I think Chelsea will take care of all these teams. I'm actually going to shock you. I think in that Chelsea group, I think Chelsea will come first, and second will be Salzburg.
Wow. So you say AC Milan going to go to Europa League?
AC Milan are just vibes. They're just coming for vibes.
Wow.
Nah, I don't think so.
Italian champion.
Not you think so, Patrick?
Wait, you're saying Italian champion as if we should be scared.
They've improved though.
They have improved.
Yeah, we'll see anyway. I want to see how far they've gone. That's all I want to see how far they've gone. But let's be honest, that's an easy group for Chelsea. They're going to play the trash ball where they just sit back and they'll counter teams. And then Rhys James will score, Koulibaly will score, all the defenders will score. They'll go to the UCL final.
It's almost here.
Yeah, Abdullah, you go to the UCL final, get another lucky goal, probably a home goal by the other team. You see? So anyway, look, to be serious, that's a good group, but I think it's gonna be easy for Chelsea. I think Chelsea will easily get through that group.
Don't worry, Patrick, Koulibaly will not score anymore. Zobzero is coming, but don't worry, Zobzero is coming. Aubameyang is coming.
That Chelsea's first game is going to be key. I think it's probably going to be against Salzburg. You have to win that game. There's no
I don't care how we play. I just want to win. I don't care.
Yeah, you have to win that game. Once you can win that game, I think you probably are good. Then you just play Milan and figure out who tops the group basically from that.
I don't think they're losing. I don't think they're losing in this group. I think they're going to get full points. Chelsea.
Yeah, it's very possible. Very possible.
Yeah.
Probably very likely that they do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, Talibo, yeah.
So we all agree Milan and Chelsea go through.
No, I'm saying Salzburg and Chelsea.
Salzburg. Ty says Patrick says Salzburg's getting through, not Milan. You agree with that?
I can see his point though. Can you guys have my mic now?
Yeah, still a little choppy. Still a little choppy.
Maybe you need to Dutch is audio, maybe audio only. Maybe that'll be better.
Okay. Maybe
without video.
better. Okay.
It's still the same thing.
Still the same.
Yeah,
Why don't you log out Ty, and
it.
log back in? Log out and log back in again.
out.
I think if you do that, and refresh, yeah. We'll come back to you again. So Patrick, why do you think Salzburg's going to go over Milan?
Because the last time I saw them play, they were very good. It's just that they were missing their chances. I remember they played against Bayern. They gave Bayern trouble. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's
Bayern.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
I just feel like if they haven't sold most of their stars, I'm just gonna do a research. If they haven't sold most of the stars, the team has stayed together for a while.
They sold Karim Adeyemi to Dortmund.
Yeah, but I mean, like they still have stars in that team, so I think they're gonna cause trouble. And I didn't want them in our group because I knew what they were gonna do.
sold Brendan Harrison to Leeds United. Don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think they're still gonna be good. I think they're gonna be good, Kyle. I just feel that they're very good as a team, and I hope that the manager is still there, isn't he? He hasn't left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will be good. And Chelsea have to be careful with them because if they take them lightly with that Chelsea midfield, because the midfield for Chelsea, if you look at the midfield for Chelsea,
that's my problem with Tuchel. Tuchel is too stubborn. He's too stubborn. He doesn't want to play the midfield.
I don't like Malawi. That. Abdullah is a very bad team, but you're looking at the midfield for Malawi and Chelsea, so similar.
All right, how's my mic now? Is that better?
Very good. Okay. Welcome back.
Note to self: don't use Safari with this Twitch. Google Chrome.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Google Chrome is better though. It's better.
Yeah. That was my mistake. I apologize. First of all, thank you guys, and I apologize. I was coming from practice. That's why I was running late.
Congratulations again on the 17 call up for your boy.
Now I have a beef with my brother Patrick. Patrick, how can you say Chelsea's group is easy and City's group is not easy? That's my beef with you. How can you say that? You know.
What did you say?
My beef with you is you said Chelsea's group is easy for Chelsea, but City's group is challenging.
Die. Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's settle this.
No. I don't want to.
Let's start number one. Okay, no. Die. Let's start here. You and me. Number one. Let's start. Salzburg, right? Versus Dortmund.
Right now, Salzburg. Dortmund is crap. Have you watched Dortmund this year?
Look at him. He's throwing that side.
No, okay, so up 2-0 and they end up losing the game.
Dynamo versus Sevilla.
Okay, you got a point with Sevilla versus Dynamo, but Sevilla has no defense. We don't know what Dynamo's got.
Yeah, but what about Copenhagen? I bet Copenhagen can beat Milan. Milan is a useless team, guys.
Come on, Patrick. Come on,
this United can beat Copenhagen, man.
Come on, man.
This United will beat Copenhagen, and this United is last in America.
What is that?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your group. If you don't come with maximum points, max, it's embarrassing.
And I'm saying the same thing about City. If City doesn't get maximum points, it's embarrassing. So your point earlier,
Dortmund have got stars. Look at both stars recently.
Stop it.
To be fair, both teams have good groups, right? I mean, both teams have good groups.
Thank you very much. Let's go to straight. We have the same group.
Dortmund have been shocking. Sevilla have not been very, very good. Copenhagen, I won't be surprised if Copenhagen actually takes second spot or third spot. Because Sevilla and Dortmund have been really good.
Dortmund are too good.
Come on, bro. You started well. Now you're going backwards. Stop it.
Yeah, he started to throw. He's just throwing now.
Okay, let's go to so we talked about Chelsea.
Can we go to the one that has got Spurs, because that group is interesting.
That's a useless group, please. That's a useless group. Let's go to group.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a very interesting group because Spurs fans are saying they're happy, but Frankfurt is not easy. Sporting is not easy. Marseille is not easy.
Those are difficult teams. I mean, Ty and Abdullahi, I mean, let's look at Group
I
D.
watched the Europa League final. My God,
Is that the group of
you
death?
see those
D.
fans of Frankfurt? I have to credit them. Those fans are magnificent. They are very wonderful fans. Entering Frankfurt, what the fans.
I mean, the Frankfurt fans and Marseille fans are brutal. You don't mess up. And then Sporting, if Tottenham are not on their game in that group,
How is it true? I'm hearing some news. Is it true? I don't want to believe it.
That what?
I don't want to believe. If that happens,
What?
Cristiano Ronaldo going back to Sporting.
It's probably true.
No, yeah.
What?
He would go. He would go.
Yeah.
Seeing that there's UCL, I bet he'll go.
Yeah. He wants to retire there, and this might be the opportunity to go.
He should go.
That's why he started.
Of all clubs,
He should go. Yes, now.
That's why he started from.
If he won them the UCL, my God, we'll not hear the end of that.
Look, if you're Cristiano Ronaldo, right, you're done at United. You're done. There's no way back, in my opinion, for United because he's done, right? Nobody wants you again. You can't go to Chelsea.
Yeah, he's a dusted player.
You can't go to City. You can't go to Milan. The only place for you right now is to go back to your country of Portugal and the club that you grew up on, Sporting, and then retire there. Close it out.
Yeah, even Dynamo don't want him. Even the Rangers, they say they wouldn't take him. That's how bad it is.
Marseille.
Marseille has been looking very good. They've been looking very good.
Yeah, this guy says, Blake says Sporting lost Paulinho and Nunes. They did lose those two guys. They did, and Matheus Nunes went to Wolves from Sporting. But Group D should be, I don't know. It should be Tottenham, but then if Tottenham are not at it, Ty, Abdullahi, Patrick, who goes with them?
I think Frankfurt look good. I know they've lost. Is it Kostic? Is it Kostic? Yeah, but I think they'll still do good. They're a very difficult team to break down. Marseille haven't lost the game yet. I think so.
You're touching your mic, so it's like interference. You know how
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's like crackling over the. But go ahead. There's some crackling. But go
Oh,
ahead.
you can't clearly hear.
Okay, Adam, welcome, Adam. How are you?
Wait,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can hear
alright.
me?
Yes, now
Yeah, I
much
can
better.
hear you, Patrick.
Much better.
We thought you were in a bush or something, or in a jungle.
So, Carl, to answer your question, for me, I'll keep it simple. Tottenham coming first, Marcel coming second. Unless Sporting gets Ronaldo and some miracle happen, it's Tottenham's first and Marcel second. It's that simple.
I have a different analogy, Carl. You might be surprised. Olympic myself first, entering 5 for second, Tottenham Hotspur third.
I was just about to say the same thing as well.
I don't know
I
about
was
that.
just about to say the same thing as him.
Olympic myself first, entering Frankfurt second, Tottenham Hotspur third.
This is a good group because this group is. City group, Chelsea group. We kind of know what's going to end up happening for the most part, right? But this group itself, D, is really interesting, right? Because the matchups between these two, because Frankfurt play Marseille first. That's how it works in UEFA, right? Top versus last. First match they won. Then that match they won will be Tottenham versus Sporting, and probably Tottenham away at Sporting. That game is critical because if
Tottenham Hotspur lose that match, they are in serious trouble.
Yeah, it's a very tricky group, but like you guys say, probably Tottenham and then Frankfurt, Marseille. I don't know. I can't pick which one. I can't pick which one out there. Okay. Let's go on to some more interesting groups, guys. Let's talk about Group A. What do you guys think about Group A, Adam? Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers. This is a beast of a group, man. I'm sorry.
Guys, one of the ambassadors of Ismail just confirmed that they are evaluating Chelsea bid for Rafael Leao.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to spend 120 million on Rafael Leao. I don't understand. But that's up to you guys, man. I think you're spending up to probably 600, 700 million in 2 years.
I hope FFP doesn't catch us.
Yeah, but Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers.
I want to talk about this match, Carl.
To be honest with you, I could see Liverpool topping the group and then Ajax coming second and then Napoli going to the Europa League. But I don't see them finishing.
Carl, I've been praying for God for this day to happen.
What day is that?
Victor Osimhen versus Virgil van Dijk. I have been praying to God. My prayer has been answered. Victor Osimhen versus Virgil van Dijk. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. I've been praying for this moment, and it has finally happened. Victor Osimhen versus Van Dijk. I've been praying for it.
And that's going to be match day 1. That's match day 1, probably, based on how you ever run their schedules.
I also have a feeling, based on the way Liverpool has been playing, because based on what they've been playing, I'm not too sure Liverpool this season because they look a little bit suspect in the way they
Give them
perform.
time. I think just give them time.
They
Look,
are very suspect, and if they don't get a midfielder, they will struggle.
So based on what I've been seeing with Napoli and other group here, I think I'm gonna go with Napoli first.
Ndombele is at
Liverpool
Napoli now.
second. I'll go
that's
Napoli
true.
first, Liverpool second. Then I think I have
Wow.
Yeah.
Patrick, what about you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think Liverpool have got very strong forwards. I think that's what's gonna help them get into this. But they have to be careful now because the strong forwards won't help them with the midfield that looks weak like that. I think teams have sussed them out that the midfield is weak now. They're not that good. Only if Thiago is in there, they're good. But even with Thiago, I think people can still outrun them because the midfield is no longer with young people. I think Gino Wijnaldum was actually a big factor in that midfield. Ever since he left, regardless how Liverpool are playing great, they're not the same in that midfield. So for me, I think I think Liverpool will still be first, maybe. But Napoli, as I said, I've added Ndombele and he looks good. He looks like he wants to prove a point. I don't know. I'm going with Napoli first, Liverpool second. I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool get dunked on in this group and if they struggle, if they continue how they're playing. Because a lot of people have said that Liverpool team is on the wrong side of 30, and it is going towards the wrong side of 30. And the thing about it is, look, it's not FIFA, obviously, but the thing is, the club has got a football where you have to press and run, and you can't expect Henderson, who's now in 31, Van Dijk 32, Salah 30, to be running the same way they were running way before. You know what I mean? Fabinho 29, yet to be 30. He wants them to run again and press the same way. I doubt it. Thiago 31. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So the team,
How?
he had to,
I will
fix
say
that
it.
midfield.
Hold
I'll
on.
say it on the platform, and I'm gonna say it on my show tonight.
Okay.
If Liverpool finish third, I don't want to hear Jamie Carragher, Michael Owen, or Owen Hargreaves, whatever their name is, in the next 2 years. Don't even talk about Liverpool.
I have a controversial comment on this group A. Patrick and Ty and Adam. Everybody is sleeping on Rangers. Telling you right now, everybody is sleeping on Rangers Football Club. Have a fantastic manager with amazing players who know, and the crowd are amazing. This is the same team that kicked out Dortmund last year, kicked out, I believe it was another Leipzig last year. They kicked out PSV. They are a good team with high energy. They will qualify from this group. The question is, do they go first or second? So they actually. So I mean, Ty and Adam, what do you guys think about Group A? Just quickly.
So real quick, right? I still got Liverpool coming out first because Thiago will be back from whatever injury he has by that time. They will sort it out. And Cav, I've always said this, right? The competition you play domestically gives you an edge in Champions League. So Liverpool, we have that edge over Rangers. Rangers plays in a crappy league. That's why I told you a couple years ago that nobody from French league, regardless of how stacked PSG get, will ever win the Champions League in the next 5 years. And we hit that 5 years last year, and they haven't won it. So with that being said, I still got Liverpool coming first. The question is who's coming out second. Second in that group is tough. I want to say Ajax, but I haven't seen Ajax play this year. My mind is telling me Napoli because I've seen them play. I like what they have. I like the fact that Osimhen, if he's healthy, he would definitely want to sell himself in Champions League because that's where players go to sell themselves. And Rangers is the surprise team of that group, but it depends on what Napoli does. So if I have to put my money on it on two teams coming out of that group, right now I would say Liverpool first and Napoli second.
Adam, what do you think about Group A, man?
Be honest with you, as great as Rangers are, I don't think they will be able to say finish above Liverpool and Ajax. Some could also see Napoli getting second place at Ajax if possibly if they fail, yeah, to win their say first two games. I could see Napoli going through second place.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody thinking Liverpool first, probably Napoli or Rangers second or third.
No,
Ajax
see,
fourth.
I'm still gonna stick by my. I'm still gonna stick by my word. Napoli will finish above Liverpool. Liverpool will finish second.
Okay.
Because in as much as Thiago and those guys come back, that defense looks suspect to me. I'm still suspecting that
It's
defense.
just one game. It's just
It's
that
not about one game. Liverpool has been like this since last season.
Okay.
They've been looking very suspect.
Abdullahi has an agenda against Liverpool.
It's not agenda. In
No,
as much
he's
as I
not
don't like
lying.
Liverpool, I'll come
With
out.
Abdullah is not lying. Look at last season. I'm telling you, watch the games last season. They were lucky that Salah and Mane were saving them.
Listen, Mane is a big loss. No doubt about that. I've said that publicly and privately. Mane is a big loss because when they're in trouble, Mane is that one player that drops in to help them from the middle and help them out. And because Salah won't do that, that's not the way Salah plays, right? And Salah becomes the outlet. Now, Nunez and Diaz and all those other guys, they got to come back and try to, help them out. But I still see them coming out of this group first.
Yeah.
With probably maximum points or maybe one tie.
Yeah, that's more likely. With all due respect. Big Mongo says Rangers could not even beat Spurs, but Rangers in Europe are different. They are really different. I mean, they've beaten some big teams in Europe last year and even this year. Even to get to where they are right now, they had to beat PSV from Holland to get through. So they have some quality. That's where Joe Ariba came from. They have some quality and some fighters, but in the big boys league, we'll kind of see what happens. That first game they play against Ajax will be key. That will be key because if they beat Ajax, all of a sudden the road opens up for them. Because
so what the first match between Liverpool is it Napoli Liverpool first?
It will be Napoli Liverpool first.
So is it Armando Maradona Stadium or Anfield?
It'll probably be Armando Maradona Stadium first. Because the way they do it is that first versus last, and then first goes away, right, to Rangers. And then Liverpool, because they're seated higher, will go away to Napoli in match day 1. The match day 2 will now probably be Ajax versus Liverpool, and then Napoli versus Rangers. And that's how. So on the last day, you now have the opposite of what happened match day 1. And then the match day 4 and 5 are basically 1 week apart. But because of the World Cup now, every single week is going to be a Champions League game.
Champions League, okay.
Every single week. There is no
now they have to cancel the Carabao Cup then.
The Carabao Cup's not going to. It's going to be deferred till November. So usually Carabao Cup happens like September, October, but the next round of Carabao Cup is not till November 7th or 8th and 9th. It's way away, 3 months away, because of the Champions League within September and October. Because every match day week is now going to be Champions League, Premier League, Champions League, Premier League. That's how.
Carl and Patrick, congratulations on the Carabao Cup. I beg, I don't forfeit.
I didn't even watch the thing. I'm not even.
I don't forfeit that one.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't come with that! Don't you dare!
I'm not even.
Abdullah and Tai, this season I don't want to hear anything from your team. Minimum is Champions League and Premier League. Nothing from your team. You guys are title contenders. You can't continue this underdog mentality. No.
I know what you're doing.
Patrick, I'm not your typical Chelsea fan. A lot of Chelsea fans, they go all this, I don't even know the best word for it. This
underdog mentality,
sarcastic, hopeful mentality. But I'm not like that. I'll tell you how it is. Every year you go for it. I don't care if I'm a fan of Everton.
Big up to you, man. Big up to tell him you're going for the quad. You need the quad.
Fantastic statement. So,
and this is Patai. This is kind of where, and maybe because we're good friends, because this is kind of my own mentality with the Champions League as well. And many of our fans, we're going to lose. I'm like, go for it. Go for it. If you don't believe you're going to go for it, then why bother? Right? But that's me. But let's go on to the next one.
The only time I feel bad about going for something is we have the wrong coach. I believe we have a very good coach, and now he's got some money behind him, and he's buying players that he wants. We might not like it as a fan, but this is what he wants. So into who we trust. Let's move on.
Group C. Are we going to see another 8-2?
Yes.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona.
I have
Lukaku, and then Victoria Pilsen, or whatever. Yeah, right. Who gets through?
Can I go first on this one? Can I go first?
Yeah, go first.
So Pisa, Paisan is gone. Forget it. They're not getting 3 out of that group. But I love this group, to be honest.
It's a good group.
Right? So is that a Bayern Munich? Imagine Lewandowski going back to Munich,
Jeez.
try to prove a point, right? And Bayern has also kind of stacked up. That game I'm watching, whatever I'm doing, I gotta get my schedule around that game. Both coming away. That is the game of the group stages. I'm sorry, that's the 2 biggest games
I agree.
of the group stages.
I agree.
Bayern versus Barcelona.
I agree
Inter,
with you.
It'll be tough. I don't know who's gonna come out of that group. That's why I wanted to go first. So I know Bayern will come out, but I don't know who's gonna come out between Inter and Barcelona. I've seen Barcelona this year, and I'm not impressed yet. So Inter may come out of it. Depends on how they do. So right now, I would just say Bayern coming out, and second depends on Barcelona and Inter.
Adam and Abdullah, this is massive problem for Barcelona because they've staked all their
Yeah, I have defensive.
levers, all their borrowings, everything on Champions League, winning Champions League, or at least competing for La Liga. If they don't get through this group, there's some real problems here. Adam, Abdullah.
You see this group. I'm happy this group is happening again. Another second A2 is coming up. This is the last season. Last year was part 1. This one is in Nigeria. We have a movie where it's called Part 1 and Part 2. That one was Part 1 with COVID-19. This one is Part 2 with fans. It's called Woto. You chop and don't know what I'm just see. He's going back home. And everybody in that Bayern knows how Lewandowski play. They know how he plays. They know how to mark him. Everybody in that, they know how to mark him. So it's about just let him play a football. We know how to get you. Naya, everybody in that team knows about Lewandowski. But it's easy to beat Barcelona. Very easy to beat them. It's very easy. Just counter press them, hit them on the counter, game over. It's not because if you look at the way Bayern play, they play too rigid when they play with Lewandowski because all ball goes to Lewandowski. But now they have Mane where they do anybody. Mane can score, Gnabry can score, Coman can score, Sane can score. Anybody can score there because now the goals is being spread out. Unlike when they have Lewandowski, all ball to Lewa. Now they're gonna get exposed. I'm waiting to say this, man, because when I saw the goal, I was like, For me, it's gonna be Bayern first, Inter Milan second, and Barcelona third for me.
It's interesting. Adam, what do you think, Patrick?
That's what I think as well. I think Inter Milan is somewhat going to finish second. I could see Inter Milan possibly beating Barcelona at home. I could even see them beating them in the new camp as well.
It's going to be tough in new camp. In San Siro, yes. Camp, I'm not sure of new camp.
But I'm sure Bayern will top the group. And second is where I'm saying I'm going to go with Inter Milan, but I could see a chance where Barcelona finish second.
Very possible.
Yeah, Patrick, for me, this one, I mean, that Inter game against Barcelona is going to be heavy.
It'll be interesting, but for me, I think Nagelsmann is a fraud. So I think Barcelona are going to top this. I'm telling you, Nagelsmann is a fraud. I'm telling you.
So, Patrick, as a Bayern Munich fan in Germany, I actually don't like him. I've spent 2 years studying him. I'm not a fan.
You see, I'm telling you. So I think the first team is going to be Barcelona.
But
Ty, what's going on? Why do you think so? What do you see? Tell us.
Because it's going away from the traditional style of Barcelona play. Bayern Munich play style of one thing I like between Bayern and Real Madrid is they have a style of playing which is long passes. Yeah. You know how Barcelona is known for their tiki-taka, short passes, movement. Barcelona is Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, their style is almost kind of similar, except it's longer passes, right? It's longer ball movement to beat around the line. So that's why you can't really play high line against those two teams. If you play high line against those two teams, they will burn you. But Nagelsmann, he's trying to change that. He's going to a hybrid of Barcelona and a hybrid of Bayern Munich. Bruh, make up your mind. And I don't think a lot of the players trust him with his system. And remember, I was in Bayern last year when he first came, and he lost. I was at the stadium when he lost to Mönchengladbach in preseason. And I'm watching and I'm sitting there losing my mind. Like, what is this guy doing? And he hasn't really convinced me that he knows what the system is. It's just like, remember we had this conversation offline. Like, it's not anybody that you can bring to Real Madrid as a coach. It's not everybody you can bring to Barcelona as a coach. They have to understand the style because of the player they've gone after and bought over the year. And I don't think this guy belongs there. I really don't.
But haven't they done well so far this season? They've scored like 15 goals in 3 games. In the
playing against 4 teams.
The quality of the players they have and the quality of the players left in the league, you're gonna do well. You're gonna win the league, right? Remember, at the end of the day, it boils down to quality of players, quality over substance. Yeah. That's why some players are 80 million and some are 15 million.
Yeah.
It's the quality. So he's got quality, but when you go into Champions League, throw away quality. It's your style and your belief in yourself is what you really, really got to do again.
Because everybody has quality. Everybody has
quality. That's why they call it Champions League.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, with that being said, he's still going to come out of that group, right? But will he win Champions League? No. I don't like his style. Honestly, I'm not impressed with it. I would take Conte over him right now, any day.
So we think Bayern and Inter or Bayern and Barcelona?
I haven't picked a second team, so I'm going to go with my brother from Chelsea and go with, I think he went with Inter, so I will go with him.
Yeah, I'm going with Bayern and Inter. I think Barcelona dropped to Europa with United and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you think?
The same thing as well. I think it's Bayern and Inter.
Patrick.
Barcelona and Inter and Bayern dropped to the Europa.
Is it because I have Bayern jersey on, Patrick? Is that what it is?
No, I'm telling you, Nagelsmann is a fraud. He'll be found out in this group. Just watch him. That day. I'll remind you. Clip this. I'll remind you. This guy, I'm telling you, he's going.
They will sack him. You know they will sack him if that happens.
They need to sack him.
Yeah, they will sack him quick if that happens. But let's go to Group F. Kansas. Patrick is a man. Oh yeah. Let's go to Group F. Pretty straightforward. You think? Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar, Celtic. The question: who comes second, right, in this group?
Yeah, that's not even a question, really, to be honest.
Shakhtar have beaten Madrid before, haven't they?
Well, they have twice.
So has Sheriff, but that didn't mean anything.
Do you think Celtic have a chance here in this group to come second?
Nope.
You don't think Celtic have a chance?
I don't.
Adam, what do you think about Celtic?
I don't.
To be honest with you, I don't think Celtic. I don't think so. I think they'll probably end up getting Europa League football.
Interesting. What about group final?
Celtic are not doing well, by the way, guys. They haven't started well, so I think they'll get dunked on.
Yeah, Eric says Leipzig probably second. I think so. I think Leipzig probably goes second with Madrid first.
But why, guys? I need to ask a question. Why is Madrid always getting Shakhtar Donetsk every season? Why?
It's because of the way UEFA Champions League draws happen. It's because of all the seeding and all. If they made an open group, right, anybody gets anybody, it changes the whole dynamic. But because the way they do country protection, coefficient, you're always going to get those teams who fall in the same area. That's
every year they keep getting Shakhtar Donetsk every year.
It's just the way it works. It's just the way it works. You can almost predict next year's Champions League draw based on where teams will win in their league. You can almost predict it. It's now in 2024-25, the whole thing changes.
Exactly.
It's open. Anybody can play anybody in the group stage, and it just changes the whole dynamic.
Abdullah, here's your answer. Brown envelope. Brown envelope.
Relax. Easy.
Patrick is on fire today.
All right, so we all agree with Madrid and Leipzig kind of go through with that, with Celtic going to the Europa League. And then the final group, Ty's favorite team in the whole world, Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa from Israel. Ty, how do you see this group going?
By the way, if you ever catch me with a PSG jersey, it's because I'm buying it for the Jordan logo, not because of the crest. Of course, PSG is gonna come out first or second, But I would say first, to be real, all jokes aside, they have enough quality to beat Juventus, who's going to come out second. Benfica, I haven't watched them, to be honest, this year, all preseason, so I don't know what they got going. Well, half year is going to get dunked on. So PSG for us, I'll go with Juventus because of their league is tougher, and Benfica may pull a surprise.
Patrick?
Half year, I don't understand why you guys are doing there. You should just forfeit right now. Just write to UEFA and say we want to watch the games from the stands, because what's the point of showing up?
They need money, Patrick. They need money.
Nah. Okay, you know what? Go to UEFA and say, give us the money. I would say, give us the money, guys, and just let us forfeit, because the embarrassment that's going to happen to this half year. People have already started making memes, you know. You know that meme where there's a porn star sitting on a chair and there's like 5 black men at the back. They've already made it for this group. It's going to be bad. But anyway, Juventus, I feel sorry for Vlahovic. He seems to be on the bench. Every time I see a picture of him, he's on the bench. Maybe he made a mistake to go there. Allegri doesn't seem to favor him, but it's such a talented kid. I hope he plays in the Champions, because he can be the hope to dunk on PSG. But PSG are good right now. They've gelled. I don't know if you guys have seen. Apparently, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe are scoring ridiculous goals, and they're gelling under this new manager. And they are both very well. So I think PSG have to win this group, and they don't drop any points. But the thing about PSG is this, guys. We always say this: watch them lose to Benfica away. I'm telling you. Remember that time, Club Brugge? Remember Club Brugge? What they did to them away? They always struggle away from their own ground when they go to somebody else. Watch them struggle, and then I'm telling you, if there's a PSG fan, I dare you to be beaten by Haifa or whatever they call them, Haifa. Where are they from? Israel? Yeah. If they beat PSG, Messi has to be ashamed of himself. But anyway, I think it's going to be PSG all the way. Number 2 might be Benfica, because Benfica is actually better than Juventus right now.
I would agree with that, yes. Juventus have had some serious problems over the past season. They have no system. They can't get their Vlahovic in. They are lost. They just don't know what they're doing. The FFP is looking at them, but they should go through. I mean, UEFA does what UEFA does. They'll find a way to get them through to the next round. But Benfica have a fighting chance. Abdullahi, how do you see this group? Which 2 are going through?
Whatever their name is, in that last, there's a shot for. I'm seeing Mbappe scoring 4, Neymar scoring 4, Messi scoring 4. So if I'm doing that, like 4, that's 8 plus 4, that's 12, close to 16 name. So that should not even turn up at all. That's a good answer for me.
And finally, Yunko, what about you? What do you think?
But for me, I think my problem with Juventus is they have these players in the rank with like Di Maria, Jovan Vlahovic and co. Even Chiesa is coming back. I think the problem with Juventus is the manager themselves. It's not even the player, Massimiliano Allegri. Because if you look at the way Allegri play, that Juventus team doesn't look like a team that wants to play counter-attacking football. They look like a team that want to play possession based on the player they have on their team. And if Juventus does not go through this group, Allegri should be fired.
Yep.
It should be fired right on spot, ASAP. It should be done. And if these people, I'm seeing their name, if PSG or Juventus lose to this group, this down group, Wala Godeo. This is my first time of hearing this group name. If PSG or Juventus lose to this group in the Wala Godeo.
Absolutely.
What do you think about a potential injury to one of the 3 horsemen of PSG?
It's possible. Very possible.
Very possible.
One of them is going to get injured.
Name on that.
I know who's going to get injured. I know who's getting injured. I know.
I'm not jinxing
every February. His sisters always do birthday, so we know that already.
Man, I just don't take the French league seriously. I just don't. I just
can't
take it seriously.
German league. At some point, you stop taking it seriously.
It's a waste of time.
You have to though. Lyon dunked on us. You have to take them. You have to take them seriously.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just Lyon.
Because I can tell you right now. I know you always say I'm negative sometimes when saying these things. I can tell you right now, if we got Marseille, we were gonna have a bit of trouble because our team struggles against this French physical team.
We beat Marseille before 2 years ago, Patrick. The problem with Lyon,
I know we did. Yeah. What about Lyon? What's up with Lyon? Why do Lyon always?
Because your boy missed an open goal. I mean, your boy just missed a clear open net, and
Yeah,
Since
the
that
one we
day-
won't mention his name, number 7.
No, we cannot mention his name. We cannot mention it due to respect for our Chelsea brother. We won't mention his name.
No,
Relax,
mention his
relax,
name.
relax.
We took the problem off your hand now, so don't worry.
No, yeah, we won't mention his name. We just say number 7. Now he wears number 17, isn't it? He tries to hide. He thinks we can't see him.
That's I know Hazard. Please leave him alone. That's I know Hazard. We respect.
Yeah. You guys are
Is
talking
your
about.
is he new one?
Huh?
Is he new one?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
I know Hazard.
Your new Hazard.
He's
Same before
Hazard.
because-
Oh
yeah.
boy. Oh,
Eden
God.
Hazard was 17 before he was 10. Remember?
So
Okay.
you gave the jersey to that guy.
Yeah. Why not?
Why
He's going to
not?
be our highest goal scorer this year.
Why not, Patrick? Why not? Why not?
I'm saying it. He's going to be Chelsea's highest goal scorer. It's not saying a lot, but it's saying something.
It's going to be Rhys James again. It's not going to be that guy.
Hey, it's going to be a highest goal scorer. Watch.
No
It's
comments.
not going to be Jorginho anymore.
Because
We're
of
not-
number 17, I literally just left off Twitter. People want to kill me on DM.
Let's do the last group, I beg.
I
Let's do the
prefer
last
not to talk. I prefer not to talk.
Group B. This group looks horrible because I mean Porto.
For me,
Atletico-
anybody can top this group. Anybody. This group I'm looking, anybody can top. All of
You
them
know,
are
who,
using.
you know who I want. You know who I want to top this group? Club Brugge, because they're the most adventurous out of this group, and Leverkusen.
Yeah, but Carl, are you not happy about Porto versus Atletico Madrid? Both
I am
very
very happy.
physical and
I
very
want to see,
violent teams.
I want to see two violent teams go at it.
Patrick, you're on fire today, man. You got brown envelopes, violent tips. What else you got for us?
Wait till tomorrow when United and Liverpool and Arsenal get drawn in the Europa League.
Whatever you eat for lunch, I want some of that because you're.
So, what do you think about Group B? Kiloro, what do you think is going to happen?
I mean, I'm going with Atletico just for going with Atletico's sake because of the league they play in, and Simeone is Simeone. He will be easy. Then I'm going to go with Porto over Leverkusen and Club Brugge. It's going to be an interesting league, to be honest. It's one of those leagues where you're not going to have anybody with 12 points for sure.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like one of those leagues where it goes to the last day and one team edges out with 9 point, 8 point, 7 point kind of league. So it's going to be interesting to watch and entertaining.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be like a clear blowout and a clear butt whooping like Hafia and Celtic and all those other teams that are going to guarantee for sure to be at the bottom. So it's going to be an interesting league interesting group, to be honest, but I will still go with Atletico and Porto.
Isn't it funny how Group A through D are like the most interesting games, and Group E to H are like games that you kind of know what should happen, right? Think about Milan, Chelsea, Madrid, probably Leipzig, City, probably Sevilla or Dortmund, and then Paris, Juventus. But up in Group A through D, you don't really know what would happen. It's kind of balanced,
And this is what happens when some of the
Make an anniversary. I'm thinking Lido. Make an anniversary.
Sorry. This is what happens when you have some of the expected teams not make it. Like Arsenal, Man U. Some of the expected team, and then you have Hafia. And you have. I don't know. This is the beauty of it. Actually, I'm gonna watch some Hafia game. I really want to watch them because that's the Israeli national team right there. Let's give them some love.
But also I think, Ty, we can also, as coaches, you coach and I coach, we can learn from how they set up against better teams. What can we learn? Because I don't only learn from watching Barcelona, City, Chelsea, Madrid. I also learn from teams like Burnley. I learn from Hafia, what do they do against a better team? Because you won't always have a better team to coach. You may have poor quality. How do you set up? What do you do? Right? And that's the joy of watching these games that against.
Carl, kudos to you guys. I've been watching some Burnley match versus Company's coaching that team. I've been impressed with him. I have been very impressed with him.
He's done a good job.
Very impressed.
Okay.
You know who I want to watch in Champions League because I don't really watch their league is actually Ajax.
Yeah.
Because now they have a new coach and I want to see, because they have Ajax over the years they've had a good pipeline as far as players and development.
They are selling Anthony to United and buying Hakim Ziyech.
Exactly. So they sell, they buy, and they also have a good academy. I think, in my opinion, they have one of the best academy in the world.
And they have our Nigerian brother there. What's his name?
Which one?
Kevin Bassi.
I don't know him. Is he good?
Yeah, he's good. He's good at left back. But he's gonna be playing more as a central back though.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I really want to. I mean, there's one of the teams I really want to see in Champions League.
I'll
And
keep my eye on them.
I want to see Dortmund lose because they're stupid.
Well, guess what? I mean, all this starts in less than 10 days time, about 10, 12
in
days
12
time.
days time.
And it's going to be a brutal schedule. We're talking week after week after week until probably end of October. So before
Wait, I'm gonna be doing stream week after week. Waiting happen UEFA, and I want kill us.
This is what World Cup does to us, right? Because the
Wow.
World Cup starts in November. So what UEFA have done is that instead of having match day 6 and 5 end up in December, but normally it's September, October, November, December, and they spread it out every 2 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
They're compressing all those games that normally ends in December, starts in September, into September, October. So match day 1 starts September 5th or 6th and ends
6th and 7th.
Ends end of October. So we're gonna have all 6 match days within 6 weeks, which is going to be absolutely crazy. Plus Europa League, plus Conference League, plus Premier League. I don't know how the players are going to manage this, but this is why they get paid the big bucks, Ty.
And this is why coaches like Tuchel wants to buy as many players as possible.
Yeah,
that's a fact. To have that,
because we schedule was like we need quality.
Have that depth. Yeah, when you have a 36 or 37-year-old center back, you gotta have that depth to rest them.
That's true. Okay,
Patrick,
go ahead, Ty.
Nah, I'm messing with Patrick. I was like, Patrick, don't have like Giddy here. He's not hearing me. He's ignoring me right now. It's okay, bro. I see you.
Yeah, I was not ignoring you. I was listening to Chelsea fans crying on Space, saying they need more signings after Fafana. I was like, these guys, man, you guys have to learn how to be full, you know. How can you cry? Oh, wait. I used to sign in Gordon, the Gordon kid from Everton, for 60 million.
Gordon's Park. I'm not commenting on that.
So
I'm not commenting on that. I don't know what Todd Bowley is. I don't know what Tuchel and Todd is smoking.
I don't mean to make
want
it
to talk about that.
Right? Before I joined, you guys said something about how much we pay for Fofana. Let me say this for the record, right? Any English player is going to be overpriced.
True.
Just let's understand that. It happened with Maguire. It happened with Grealish. It happened with everybody that comes from England. And there's a quarter of, Kyle can probably know this more than I do. I think it's 10 or maybe 12 players that every team has to have that are English born, right? So that's one of the main reasons why they're overpriced. So again, like I tell all the Chelsea fans in my realm, I'm like, listen, it's not my papa money. Just get the best players and let's move on.
Okay, can I ask something, right? Just genuine, like don't throw in. So you guys said, oh, Hudson-Odoi, you go, we're bringing in Gordon.
It's not my choice. It's Tuchel. It's who Tuchel wants. At the end of the day, my motto is in Tuchel we trust, right? Let him lead us wrong before we complain.
I never thought I ever hear those words.
No, but Patrick, I have said to Abdullah, I've said many times before, right? Let him get the players that he wants, but you have to hold him accountable.
Yes.
Yeah, you're judging by that.
Yeah.
Wait, this is the season, isn't it? Are we giving him another pass with this season?
There's no pass. He never had a pass. Listen, Chelsea doesn't give coaches passes. You perform.
Well, he's still there. He's still there after failing to win.
Lampard was our legend. He didn't perform. We kicked him out.
Yeah.
Chelsea is different. You don't perform, you get out.
Well,
now we have a new owner.
Go ahead.
That's why we change players like every other year and we still win a title.
Yeah, that's why I said from day one that if Sterling is brave for going to Chelsea, because if he does what he did for City, Chelsea fans won't have that, man.
Yeah.
We're already seeing some comments from some Chelsea fans for the past 3 games, and they won't have that. They have no time for rubbish.
I'm lenient with Ryan Sterling for me.
We like to money cuddle and we like to support and back. They don't have time for nonsense, man. You don't perform, you're out. And I respect that.
So this season, if he fails, obviously he's out now because he's bought this player saying that he's. But for me, do you know what the funny thing about him is? Somehow he's making me laugh. Isn't he looking at that midfield and thinking I don't need a midfielder? That's where he's making me laugh.
I think the problem is my issue with Tuchel with the midfield is loyalty. And when you have too much loyalty with somebody, it might eventually kill you. Loyalty with N'Golo Kante, loyalty with Jorginho, loyalty with Kovacic. Those 3 of them are injury prone.
So let me ask you guys one question. Let me ask you guys collectively one question. who is a better midfielder that's available on the market right now that we can get?
SMS.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Serge Milinkovic-Savic
From where?
from
Inter.
Lazio.
Is it Leipzig or Inter?
Wow.
Lazio.
How many midfielders have come from Italy and has performed in the first year?
I trust Savic because I've seen him play. It's better than everything we have in
How
that
many
team.
midfielders come from Italy and performed the first year?
Not many.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? I
when
don't
you
mind.
play- When you play in the Italian league, right? It's a slower pace, more technical league. When you come to English league, they're gonna smack you in the mouth. You're gonna learn. As good as Koulibaly is, he learned last weekend.
Oh, he did learn.
Let's be real.
Yeah,
Right?
he did, yeah. Jorginho also learned in his first season. When he
Jorginho is
survived
still learning
against
because
City.
I can't stand Jorginho. And I'll tell you personally, he's too slow. He's still too slow to be in that league. Gallagher just haven't caught up to the pace to beat Jorginho yet. That's the problem.
But he's very good.
He is good, but he hasn't caught up to the pace to beat Jorginho.
And Tuchel is making him fail because he's not a double pivot player.
Carl, remember I said it 2 years ago when we got Lukaku that we made a mistake because by getting Lukaku kicked off out of the Haaland race, and you guys are getting Haaland, right? So when we say, okay, go buy players, go buy players, we also have to look who is available on the market.
Yeah. And this is the issue, Ty, with us and Bernardo Silva. And Patrick and I have talked about this many, many times, right? In our opinion, there's only one choice right now for if Bernardo Silva goes, and that's Frankie de Jong. There's nobody else. Yeah. Who in Europe right now is at the quality of Bernardo Silva we can bring in?
That's that technical. That's him.
Right, which means that they cannot sell, no matter what he wants.
And Paqueta is going to West Ham, and Nunes is going to
West Ham.
So when we look at the defenders, who's available? We wanted Julius Koundé so bad we couldn't get him. When we switched to Koulibaly, we got him. Now we're switching to Fofana. You just don't buy just to buy. You have to see who's available that can fit your league, your system, and your coaching. That's why a lot of time I do understand when you guys batch a lot of Chelsea fans, because a lot of them are just so emotional and not being practical with the thinking. I'm sorry, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I'll say, let's be real. I don't want to go back. That's why we brought this guy from
Patrick. No comment.
What's the guy that we loaned last year from Atletico that is a bomb?
Saul Niguez is not a bomb. I think he just came to your system.
No, the guy's not good.
Abdullah, do you remember how we were on this man's case, Saul Niguez?
No,
I think the thing is, he came at the wrong time. His confidence was down. His confidence was down. I think the time he came to you, but Saul Niguez is a good player. He's a good player.
Anyway,
the issue I'm having that pisses me off is last season there was a 40 million price tag. 30 million euro by 40 million pounds on Chouameni. We did not buy him. We went for Saul Niguez. That one literally just pissed me off because that was easy to buy. We did not buy him.
It might not be the coach's one though. You have to understand that.
That Tuchel said it's not.
As a coach, you have a style. You have a player that you want. As a fan, we might look across the globe and say who's a good player, but a good player may not fit a coach's style.
Amen.
Let's use Pep for example. You may be great, but you're not Pep's style of player. He will not buy you. People say, "Oh, Pep is a racist because he doesn't like Yaya, he doesn't like Eto'o." Those are not. I look at it as a style issue, not necessarily because he hates them. Right? If a certain player doesn't fit your style as a coach, don't buy them. Right? Like Conte is another prime example. If you're not technical and willing to die on the field for Conte, don't go to Conte because it will walk you to death, and you will.
Dele Alli is gone, for example. Out.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to defend, even as a 9, don't go to Mourinho. I can give you style of different coaches that doesn't fit you. The players may be great, but doesn't fit the style. Tuchel say he doesn't want Ronaldo, and I applaud him because that's not his style.
Yeah.
How many coaches would be offered Ronaldo and they say, no, I don't want it.
Even Ten Hag doesn't want Ronaldo.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a reason Tuchel is upset with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Do I want Aubameyang? No, but Tuchel say I am upset with Aubameyang. I'm gonna support him.
And when him and Aubameyang fail, they both get out. But we don't pay.
That's why we said we always hold them accountable. We have to hold them accountable. But guys, we've been going for an hour, and this has been a great conversation. We've looked at the Champions League draw. Tomorrow, there's another draw happening with Arsenal and United. We won't worry about those guys, but we'll take a look at it with Patrick. Maybe you can talk on it on the Football and Chill podcast. But guys, it's been great having you guys on. Ty, any last words before we roll?
No, I mean, this is great, guys. Nice to catch up with you guys again. My only last word is, man, I feel bad for players. This is a tough year for players because everybody wants to get playing time to go for the World Cup, and
Yeah.
you're playing tough games in the league on weekend, and then you're playing tough games in Champions League during the week to prove yourself. And can their body take it? Plus
Mm.
travel and everything else. So I'm saying it right now ahead of time. There's going to be a lot of great players that are not going to be in the World Cup, not because their country didn't make it, because of possible injuries. So
Mm.
we have to kind of keep that in mind. That's the way I watch football. I look at the whole thing as a scope, not just score, win, and who scores. But outside of that, it's going to be a great year of football as usual. EPL is going to be fantastic this year as usual.
Absolutely. Thank you. Abdullah, I know you have a show later on tonight.
Yeah,
talk
my
about it.
people, I beg, turn up. We're gonna talk about football. We're gonna talk about the transfers and mostly the UCL kind of result in terms of reaction to all goods and everything. Just basically just Chelsea show. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I had an problem with my network, internet blackout. I don't know who stole my wire. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's weather or somebody. I don't know. I just hear boom. So I went outside to go and check, and I saw the wire. I was like, "What the heck is going on?" So I wasn't able to do anything, but hopefully it's
Somebody
been fixed
stole
now.
your wire.
Yeah. I don't know. In Nigeria, they say one wire.
Wait. Just everybody out there. He's in Chicago, right? And somebody stole his wire.
Oh,
No, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to say it in English. Like, I don't know if it is breeze that took wire from up the way they kind of hang it and it fell on the floor. They can't even park the car. Everybody have to turn around. They can go back. So I was like, what's going on?
Everybody watch Abdullah's show, The Blue Studio. He's a massive Chelsea fan. We love his show as well. We get on, we talk about football in general, really good debates late into the night for hours. Thanks for coming on, Abdullahi. And then finally, of course, Tai has the Afrobeat Like Fan Zone. I'm also there with him as well. We're going to spin up some more shows coming up, especially during the World Cup. So watch out for that. And of course, my Paddy brother as well, Patrick, True City fan, and also Football and Chill podcast. Where can we find you? Any last words from you?
Yeah, you can find me on those two networks, and you can also find me on PitchPoints. So, guys, subscribe, like the video, and thank you, Ty. It was that lovely to see you again. Hopefully, we meet each other during these Champions League games and throughout the season. And also, Abdullahi, hopefully I'll make your stream. Your streams are always late. I'm half asleep. I join them and end up sleeping on your streams.
We live different time zone. So it's understood. I can
Yeah,
understand.
that's the thing. Every time I stream, I end up sleeping on the chair. So I end up just cutting off.
I don't know. Like
guys.
sometimes when I put it on 2 o'clock, people's like, I'm still at work. I'm just too early. Please, can you say? I was like, what is
Yeah,
this
every time you write to me, sometimes I'm at work. I'm coming from work.
Yeah, because I wanted to put the stream around 3 o'clock, but people tell me their time zone is different than mine. There may be like 1 o'clock in their place, 5 o'clock in their place, 2. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, you just have to find a nice time zone so that everybody can join. But that's it from me, man. That's it for me. I hope we get time to do the Man City versus Crystal Palace at the Etihad preview, and also we get to do the Premier League prediction show. Maybe
that's gonna be tomorrow, Friday. Right?
Yeah, and so we'll do that on True City Fan for the Palace versus City game. But for us here, you should see these guys again in 2 weeks' time on the next Champions League Match Day 1 review. Because our goal is to have all these guys here, they're available to talk about Match Day 1, the big games of Match Day 1. What did we learn from the different teams? What can we say? So look out for that after the start of next month for Champions League review nights with us here at PitchPoints, ABL Fan Zone, the Blue Studio, and then Football and Chill. Till then, till next time, see you guys in 2 weeks' time. God bless and goodbye.
Adios.